Most people I spoke to were quite young when the Emperor visited and don't remember much. But Rastafari elders still share the stories of when Barbados received a visit from the man they know to be the Messiah.
We are a blessed land. That's one of the things His Imperial Majesty said in one of his speeches while in Barbados.
King's words were that Barbados will live up to its expectations.
He made short stops in Barbados, Jamaica and Haiti after being originally invited to Trinidad and Tobago.
There was a newspaper at the time called the Daily News, and they say that when he came to Broad Street, it was a humongous crowd waiting to meet him.
Rastafarianism is still fairly young in Barbados.
Yeah, most people put it down to the visit of Rastafari and the Sons of Thunder, including Rastafari. It was a group that came from Jamaica to Barbados.
The movement may have encouraged Barbadians to eat healthier, to care for the environment, and embrace African heritage, but they've had their trials too. Matter of fact, their stories include job discrimination and other types of oppression.
There was rampant discrimination against Rastafari at the time, you know. And also at the time we had some very vicious episodes between the security forces and Rastafari, you know. Where guys were summarily taken off the street and beaten.
It was difficult to get our children into school. It was difficult even to go and call African names at the registry. People made sport, you know, where you get that long name from, or where is it that, you know?
Rastas are an easy target because of the illegality of marijuana as well.
Marijuana's illegal status remains a major issue for the Rastafarian community.
Just the same way as the Christians pass their cup of wine at their ceremonies, Rastafari pass our cup of herbs at our ceremonies, you know. So it is a part of our religious culture.
We don't see it as a drug, we see it as a sacrament to this movement. But we obviously don't encourage people abusing the concept either.
Since last year, we have sent a letter to the Attorney General asking for a meeting with him. We don't want to force any, we just want some discussion.
They say many aspects of Rastafarianism are misunderstood.
People would thrust at you, oh, I want to think Selassie is God. How people see God or what they're trying to say is, you know, you still have to understand from that perspective. So Rasta would always say Almighty God's a living man, which if you think back then, well, Jesus Christ was a living man when people saw God in him. So it was kind of that same point of view.
The idea that Rastafari is a religion is also somewhat incorrect.
It's a faith, it's a life, a way of life, a liberty as Rastafari would say.
It's my words, how I present myself every day to my everyday folk. It's my dress, how I carry myself as an African woman. It's my food.
We would say a liberty, that is our word, a liberty. Because you can't just talk about it, you have to live it.
I give Jah thanks when I rise in the
There's a tabernacle in Mount Carmel, St. John, for those of the Nyabingi order, which is just one sect of Rastafari, much like Christians have various denominations. Its design is very deliberate.
The tabernacle also represents the cosmos, which is the heavens, right? Which being the Jacob and 12 sons, you know, Israel.
It's their place of worship and celebration, meditation, for meetings and discussions, receiving foreign guests, blessing and naming ceremonies for newborns. It even serves as a summer camp.
Some of us will call it the Jerusalem schoolroom, in which there's prophecy, there's history and education about Africa.
Overall, the group is hopeful that it will see progress in this celebratory year. Besides the 50th anniversary of independence and the Emperor's visit, plus the 200th anniversary of the Bussa Revolt, the world is powering through the UN's International Decade for People of African Descent.
We should use this time also to keep that in focus, for that is one of the cornerstones that Rastafari is built on, reparations and repatriation.
Their celebrations began at the Tabernacle yesterday, and a motorcade on the 24th will follow exactly the path the Emperor took 50 years ago. Denyce Blackman, CBC News.